Welcome to the Q-Tips YouTube channel, and tonight I'm delighted to have England Tottenham Hotspur footballer James Maddison.
Thank you for having me.
One of the best players in the league, and apparently not a bad snooker player, so let's see the break off. Oh God! I'm nervous.
Don't be,
keep
honestly.
that bit on.
Yeah, don't edit that out.
Break off, and I'm gonna have first have a go at you about something, and nothing to do with your game. Nice. So you got this beautiful room, beautiful table. I've got to teach you how to brush it. I can see it. It's not a car. You want it's like.
To be fair, I didn't know there was an actual.
I mean, it's very clean. Don't get me wrong, but you need to do it in straight lines, because you see the nap of the cloth.
Yeah.
If you're going like that, it's like bringing it up. So it's never going to be as fast as it should be. So straight lines. That's the first lesson.
I spent an hour and a half brushing it as well. For the first thing he's hammered me for is the actual brush of it.
But I mean, what
I'm happy with it. You're not happy with the break-off. Oh, I've left you one though, haven't I?
Well, you've not got the cushion. No, not far away. So how often you spend up here?
Oh, at the minute, a lot.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah. Just because I've only recently got the table, and obviously the Masters are so good. I've got the snooker bug at the minute. So
oh really? So did you play pool first, or was it always snooker?
Yeah, more just natural, isn't it? You normally play pool first as a younger kid.
Right.
Just play against my dad and stuff. And then as I got a little bit older, Dad used to take me to the local Rileys and
right. Okay.
And we just played from there. Yeah.
What's your highest break? Oh, that's pretty. Good shot.
46 is my highest break. Yeah.
Okay.
Not in here, that wasn't, but I haven't managed to get to that half century yet.
Right.
That's my aim, though. That's the next goal. So keep the Q-tips coming, and I might get there.
Saying, I bet the table fitters weren't having coming up these stairs and everything up to bring this table.
Oh, it's tough. I don't know if you're going to see on the video how you get up here, but
I once had a pool table on the top floor of a house, an American pool table, and they screamed about that. They said, we can't get up these stairs. It's like,
yeah, it was tough for them. There's a video of the 6 lads bringing the slates up here, and
six of them.
It took 6 of them, yeah. Shot. I've been excited, to be fair, just to see you play up close, honestly.
Have you ever played because you're quite friends with Judd, aren't you?
Yeah, very close with Judd, and we spoke about having a game sometime,
right,
but we never got around to it.
Or you just see him in nightclubs in London rather
than
snooker clubs?
normally in lively restaurants, yeah. Shot.
Oh, look at that for a double kiss. That's amazing.
Deserve them, 7-time world champ.
So you beat, obviously, an injury. Have you been injured for a while? Have you been spending more time up here or more snooker?
Yeah, to be fair, you obviously have different schedules to the lads and different days off and stuff, so you're never really on the schedule with the other boys. So the one benefit of being injured, I think, is I've had a lot more time with my family and time to myself. When we have away games and stuff like that, and you play, especially over the Christmas period when you're playing every 3 days and you might have 2, you're never home.
Right.
So the silver
How long have you been off?
I was off for about 10 weeks away from the squad, so it's been about 3 months now, but I'm back now. I came on against Man City the other night and shot.
If you're injured, do you have to still go and watch the games?
There's no rule in the contract. For all the home games, you would go, just because you want to be there, support the lads.
But it must be worse there.
Oh, it's horrible, man. I get so nervous watching the team compared to how I feel when I'm playing.
Oh, that was bad.
Just the nerve. When I'm watching, I just get a bit of anxiety, nervous because I want the team to do well. But when you're down there and you can affect the game and you're in it, you don't. It's weird. You don't get the same sort of feeling.
The only thing I ever had like that was the team snooker with me, John Higgins, and Alan McManus, and I hated. Good shot. I hated watching because, as you say, they might play shots you don't play, and it's just that's
the big difference between snooker, isn't it? The individualness of it and.
Well, I mean, commentating and stuff, because everyone plays differently. What are you playing here? Cannon on this one?
Yeah, well, I'm going to honestly, I'd just try and go into the pack and hope to fall on a red. I wouldn't pick a red up.
They're quite open anyway, but obviously Cannon, this one here, it'd give you a choice of this one, these two, or that one in there. So you're always looking to leave yourself an area, give you most options. And a bit harder than needed. You've got the finger twitch, though, the professional finger twitch in the bridge.
I don't know why that is. That's not.
No one does it deliberately.
Thing. Yeah,
no one does it deliberately.
Yeah, lovely.
So how many tournaments have you been watching? I see you were at the Masters this year.
I went to the Masters this year. That was the first time I went to there. I've been to the Crucible 2 or 3 times now.
Right.
That's where I met you first time when I came with my dad. And
that's true.
Honestly, I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, in the lounge. 2 or 3 years ago that was. I think it was when Ronnie won. But yeah, that was amazing. The Crucible. It was different watching the Masters the other day.
Well, they're just like 2 completely different tournaments.
The on-edge feel at the Crucible, like I'm scared to even
it's very intense.
Itch my beard, you know what I mean? Like, because it's so intense, like you said. And I've heard the players talk about it as well, like the difference between the Masters and the Crucible.
What age did you first play or see or even watch snooker on TV?
Well, my dad was a big snooker fan. He was a big fan. He used to love. I think he loved Jimmy White. I was going to say he loved you, but I think he loved Jimmy a little bit more. But
that's what most people. That's what most people say.
But but yeah, so it was kind of a knockdown from that.
Are you from Leicester?
No, I'm from Coventry, so just down the M69.
Okay. I was going to say if you're from Leicester, if your dad knew Willie Thorne, because obviously he's famous and.
Yeah, Willie Thorne actually used to put his dogs in the same dog hotel as.
Oh really?
I don't know if it's called a dog hotel these days, but same kennel as what I put my dogs in. So I'm told. I haven't been keeping score or anything, but
I don't know this.
You're playing quite well, aren't you? To be fair? I've watched a fair few as well, and you're playing pretty well.
Yeah, some days are better than others. But this is quite impressive at the moment. I'm impressing myself. So, any other guys in the team play snooker?
None of the lads in Spurs, no. Frustratingly, because I've got this now and so close. I just want to come and. Because I come up and I'll practice sometimes, I'll do the line-up but it's not the same as playing against someone. Like, I've got a couple of friends from Coventry who are decent as well, similar level to me kind of, so we have good games, but...
So you never went to Rico then to watch? Because we had tournaments there quite a while.
No, I never went to the...
Right.
What tournament was there?
That was the Champion of Champions, I think that was.
Oh, I've never seen that. I didn't even know it was there, to be fair. Tell you a little fact about the Rico though. I played poker once there in the casino there against Ken Doherty.
Oh really?
When I was
we used to go in there every night for the Champion Chance. He's got a poker table here.
Oh, that might have been why he was there. I think it probably was then because it was a long time ago now. It was when I was at Coventry.
Are you any good?
What, poker?
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good. I enjoy it. I love it. Yeah.
So do I. I love it, but I'm not as good as Ken. But Ken is the luckiest player you've ever want to play. I mean, he's unbelievable. I said to him, I just like want to be in your shoes one night because he just plays. He's
I saw him at the Ali Pali the other day for the Masters, and he brought it up. He reminded me actually.
We played in Leicester 2 or 3 nights when we were there last week for the Grand Prix. Went to the casino, and I just kept on losing. I get no cards all night, and he just kept on winning. And I said to the guys at the table, I said, "Look, leave now. I'll give you a chance. Leave now because he'll have everyone's money," and he did. You say you're just back playing. You just like a coiled spring. Are you just?
Yeah, I don't know obviously when this video is going to go out, kind of thing. But we just played against Man City in the FA Cup. Just good to be back out there. You know, like it's so tough when you're injured, man. Like it's quite unexplainable to people. They just think like you're just going to pick up your money and you're happy to do that, but it's just not. It's just, when you love the game and you love, I love football so much. Like I always have done, and like nothing can ever. You'd give all the money in the world to not be injured. You know what I mean? Every penny. Yeah. So especially at Spurs, where the physio room is at Spurs, right? Got the big glass see-through windows. So as you're on the bed every day getting your treatment on your injury and doing all the. You're just watching the lads train, and then.
It must be that.
I don't know if it was purposely done like that or it was a design fault, but.
It must be horrendous. Are you fully fit now, or will it take a few games to get back? Or?
Well, yeah, it will take a few games to get up to speed and get back to the level that I was at before the injury. But fitness-wise, I'm good to go. Look at this, Stephen. I'm collecting the balls in my own house. What is this?
So what's the aim now? Because is that you're out the cup competitions? Is it top 4 now? Is the aim for the season?
I wouldn't put anything on it.
Really?
Yeah, I just think anything can happen in the Premier League. We've got such a good squad, and we've got a great manager who's obviously new to the Premier League, but people have took to him, and we've took to him, and
all the stuff I hear, and like, because I listen to Talk Sport and stuff like that, and everyone's like raving about Spurs.
Yeah.
It's like,
we've been a bit unlucky with injuries as well. I know a lot of clubs will probably say that, but we've lost key players and had suspensions at the wrong time. We've got a few key players that are at the international tournaments at the minute, which are mid-season, the African Cup of Nations and the Asian Cup. So we lose Basuma, Sonny, our captain. So it's been a bit of a stop-start season, but I still think there's something in the air at Spurs at the minute. Like something's brewing, you know. Shot. We're gonna have to have 2 frames, you know that. If I just
So what other footballers have you played at snooker? Have you any left? Not in your team, have you played?
No,
because we've done Matty Cash in here, who was pretty good.
Yeah.
JT was pretty good.
Yeah.
Although I played the worst table in the world against him at Wentworth.
It was like a blue table, wasn't it?
I was a shocker. I mean, the carpet here would have been quicker, I think, than the cloth. But he's pretty decent as well. Because when you were at Leicester, when he was there,
he was the coach. Yeah, we didn't ever go for a game.
Golf?
We played golf. Yeah. He's an absolute bandit, JT, isn't he?
Well, I mean, I'm playing with him tomorrow at golf, but I've seen him go around. We played with a pro, Ross Fisher, once at Wentworth in the West, and he was getting 12 shots, I think. He was playing off 7 or something, 7.5. He went around level par.
He's never, ever been close to a 7.5. I had a charity golf day. I asked you to play, didn't I?
Oh, that's right. You were
in Scotland, I think, at the Dunhill Links, because it was a similar sort of time, but JT, he said, I texted him and said, said to the lads, like, watch what JT comes back with here, because we're doing the handicaps for the day. And I've said, all right, and what you playing off? Like, be honest, because I know what you like. And he's gone 8 at the minute, or something like that, 7.5, 8.
Ridiculous.
And I'm like, there's no chance on you. But he stuck to it, and he said that was it, so I couldn't really argue. And I had to play a safety shot, dude.
Yeah. So who wins snooker, you and your dad?
Me at the minute.
Right.
I play a lot more than him.
Right.
And he's getting a bit older, the eyesight's but he's good. No, he's good. We still have a good game. We played the other day. I think we played like 5 frames or something. And I won 3-2, so it's fairly tight.
So it's fair to say, Judd's your favourite player, or Ronnie, to watch at the minute? Do you watch a lot of snooker TV?
I watch it all.
Right.
There ain't anything I miss. So I hear your voices on regularly.
I'm the worst doubler in the world.
Yeah, you say that a lot, actually, don't you?
I
watch it all, to be honest. I was even watching, it was in Leicester last week, wasn't it? So we had the Masters straight into the
Grand Prix.
The Grand Prix, that was it. So that was a good watch. But I watch it all, even your YouTube channel, I'm a regular.
Nice to hear. Oh, well, the red doesn't go, so I don't know what. We can't even see the black. God, at least I want to see you put the black.
To be fair, these pockets are actually for an amateur. They're quite tight.
They're nippy.
If you went to like the local snooker club and played, like we used to when I was at Leicester with a few of the lads who played,
you'd find
these are a bit nippier.
Another thing, going back to like brushing the table, if you're brushing this down like properly the right way, it'll make the pockets easier as well, because you're brushing the nap into the cushion, the nap of the cloth.
Got you.
So it'll actually help.
If you'd seen how I've been brushing it, then you'd have it. Honestly, criminal offence.
It's just something as a snooker player. Like as soon as I walked in, I went. I
thought I'd done. I was like a groundsman on a football pitch, wasn't I? Leaving like different shades.
That's how you would feel if you walked in a pitch and it was like all like squiggly lines.
We'll just finish off anyway. I want to get some table time. Jesus Christ.
See, I left that green in front of the white for you. Good shot. What age did you start playing football?
As soon as I could walk.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
For some reason, my first memory of football, you obviously get asked that question a lot in interviews and stuff, like, is the I was born in 96 and was the 99 European Cup final when United won.
Right, okay.
Against Bayern Munich, Solskjaer won it later on. I just remember that in the living room, my dad in the dark and him picking me up and running around our table. We had a really small house in Coventry. But I remember that, so I was 3, I would have been 3, so like...
God, you make me feel old, Jesus.
I don't know I don't know why I remember that, but like, I do, and I was playing football as soon as I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, just loved it. It's thin, this one.
Shot. My hero when I first started playing, great shot, was Jimmy White when I first started playing. Who was your football hero?
I supported United growing up, actually.
Right.
So in the early stages it was Becks, just because he was he's Becks, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did you watch his documentary?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Just brought back so many like childhood feelings that did.
Right.
So Becks into kind of like Cristiano when he was at United.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably say Becks is the one that stands out if people ask me. Loved Rooney as well.
I think what stands out with Beckham and stuff about in the documentary is his dedication as well. How hard he worked at it as well. I think people don't see that in lots of sports. They think, even people say to me, Ronnie says, "Oh, he doesn't practice, does he?" They think he just turns up and plays like that. He doesn't practice as much as he used to, but of course you got to work.
And with Ronnie, like people talk about him and stuff, but when you're there and you're watching, like at the Masters when I come and watch, I was watching him. I was watching him closely because I was fascinated by his character and he was zoned in. He wanted to win. He was desperate to win. And
absolutely.
He says after he's not bothered and stuff. And I'm not sure. I love it. I'm just not sure how much I'm buying that.
No, well, I mean, you only have to look at how he played in the first session of the Masters when he was 5-3 down. He was going for everything. It was like an exhibition. And then at night, because Ali Carter played so well in the afternoon, and he couldn't play that way again, he realised he had to play properly. And that's how much
because he was playing well, wasn't he, Ali Carter? He was like in the tournament in general. Like
he was playing great. I think he had 8 or 9 centuries in the tournament.
It was a good watch actually, because there's obviously a bit of needle, wasn't there, between the two, and
it always makes it a bit better watch. I know football, you must have so many rivalries in football.
Yeah. There's obviously snooker's just that the individualness of snooker's just good shot.
Yeah, I only played one grudge match in my whole career, I think, and that was Ronnie, 2002 semi-finals of the world. And before I was going out to play the match that morning, my road manager came in and he said, "Have you seen the papers?" I went, "No." And he said, "You seen what Ronnie said?" And I said, "No, what has he said?" So on the paper it said, "I'm going to send Stephen back to his sad little life. I've never liked him, and I'm going to all this." And I think just like, but because he'd been with Nassim Hamed's and his brother. So I think they sort of said, "Oh, like a boxing match, stoke it up a bit."
Yeah.
And I just like, oh my God, that's it. That's all I needed. And it's probably the last proper match I played at the Crucible, actually. That's nowhere near.
Yeah, but he's obviously a bit. You can tell he's in admiration with you as well. Like the Q-tips you did with him, the video. Yeah. I just found that amazing. That was the one we all wanted to see.
Yeah.
As much as I love Judd, I know Judd, so I weren't. You know when you put on your Instagram that you had Ronnie on?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm looking forward to this one.
It was obviously the one that everyone wanted to see, and the one that we obviously wanted on as well, because he just won the 7th world title.
Was it after that?
Just after that. So, it was very cool. Because I mean, as I've said to him, I just love watching him play. Even as a player myself, and I think most snooker players, it's my break in it. Most snooker players would say the same. He'd be the one that they'd sit down and watch.
Yeah.
Because we don't. Are you a mad watcher of football as well?
I am, to be fair.
Any football?
Well, any sport really. To be fair, I just love.
Right.
A lot of the lads, you actually grow up and you kind of realise that actually when you get a family and stuff, it kind of dies down a little.
Yeah.
I probably don't watch as much as like I did when I was 20.
Yeah.
I used to watch every game, any league, any footy that was on,
Really?
I'd be watching kind of thing. Yeah, but. Now, I still watch it as much as I can, but obviously I've got 3 children now, so sometimes it's not always possible. But do you still love the game as much as you did, Stephen?
Snooker's all I know, and I love. I do the commentary work and the pundit stuff, and it's great. You get the odd match that's pretty boring to commentate and stuff, and you find it hard to say. But yeah, generally, I still love being around the game. Yeah. It's all I know, basically. Playing wise, I'll always play, But I just can't practice. I can't practice enough to make.
You've golfed too much, didn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's one of the main reasons. I mean, obviously, I'm busy doing this stuff as well, the channel, and I'll be going to China a lot more probably this year and next year. But I love playing. I mean,
yeah. I've seen some of your stuff the other day. You had a game the other day, didn't you? Was it for the Welsh Open? Was that?
Yeah. I played a guy called Ross Muir, and I actually played. I felt all right. Because I've had this queue. You've got John Paris as well, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
How long did you have to wait for it? A while, or?
No, not that long actually. Yeah.
Because when we did the thing with you, there was some waiting list of like 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh no, I think it was a couple of months. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So thanks, John. I don't know if that was.
But yeah, so I'm really liking the queue.
Yeah, because I've seen some clips on socials of you from the match.
Yeah.
And it looked like you played well. There's a couple of good breaks in there.
I played lots of good shots. I just missed too many easy ones.
And I saw you miss an easy black actually.
Oh, honestly, it kills me. Well, I mean, I say on commentary, unforgivable to miss a black off a spot at that level, and it's always the easy shots that cost you.
Mm-hmm. What is that though? Do you reckon just lapses in concentration, or just like?
It is. It's concentration. It's a bit of, with me, a wee bit of nerves that I never had before when I was playing properly and winning. I never had nerves like that, but now it's almost like, oh God, don't miss this, or there's a chance to get this red to get there, and it's a bit of sort of anxiousness creeps in.
Yeah.
But again, that comes from not practicing. Because I don't know about you, if you like. Oh. I mean, do you practice like free kicks or penalties or anything with technique?
Yeah, I've always been a set piece taker, so I've always, and obviously like I just said about Becks, he was like the best at it. Yeah. So like I kind of loved practicing free kicks and dead ball situations because.
So then when you've got it in the match, then you don't have to think.
Yeah, it's almost
you've done
like,
it so much.
Yeah, like a free kick is the only thing that I can probably relate to any individual sport, kind of like, I don't know, golf or snooker. It's like, it's repetition and it's just you.
Yeah.
Like, whereas in a game, you have training, which is that. You can never just train by yourself and replicate like a team sport kind of thing. But set pieces is one that you can, so.
Right. So would you stay there longer than everyone else when everyone else is gone? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about just when you get on the, like when I used to practice 5, 6, 7 hours. So when you get in a match, it's just automatic. You just do what you've been doing in the practice.
Yeah.
But if you're not practicing, you've got nothing to fall back on.
And then like it's left me in good stead because I've scored a few free kicks. Like in my career, I scored quite a few. Like I haven't scored one actually I scored a couple last season, but I haven't scored one for Spurs yet, and I've only played like 10 games, but I'm quite critical of it.
How do you take it? Is it like placing them, or is it power, or?
Nah, I'm precision.
Precision, right.
I'm precision, just because, my technique's very whippy, like I like to
Not
whip
the Ronaldo one where he sort of goes like that, hits the top of it and goes...
No, the knuckleball, that's
right.
That's out of my wheelhouse, that's...
Did he invent that?
He was the first one I saw to do it. I don't know if he might have nicked it off someone else and kept it to himself, but that straight foot kind of where the footballs would wobble and
the ball's just going like that.
It's impossible for goalkeepers.
Yeah.
And I loved Cristiano growing up as well, just because of the United thing. I used to watch his on YouTube like every day. It's cool.
I'm talking to you too much. You're not getting a good shot. I mean, he's another one that strikes me. He's just ruthless. Just wants to be there and do whatever he needs to be the best. I mean, still now, like
his attitude towards just being the best is just
it's incredible,
like, admirable. I think. Yeah. Like I played against him last year.
All right.
Because he came back to United, didn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
And it was like, I love, obviously, as you can see, I love collecting shirts. But I said, this first time I ever texted someone before a game. I texted Harry Maguire and said, listen, keep Cristiano's shirt aside for me today, please, because and I managed to get it, thankfully. So.
Right, I'm going to not talk to you. There's a chance to score a few here. You don't fancy one near the cushion, though, for the black?
So I normally go there on the side of safety and caution, Stephen. You just play a bit of top to come off the cushion for the black and around it.
You played a shot. The first frame it was good. It's almost like top spin stun kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can play it two ways. Yeah. There's too much angle to go two cushions.
Yeah, that's just a much more difficult pot, I think. And
it's a more difficult pot, but the position's easier.
Yeah, that's true. Pot,
I might go. The position's more difficult.
But I always think with that one, if I focus on the pot, I'll probably have a ball colour anyway. For someone who's not as confident and as an amateur.
No, that's true, and it's a good tip actually, because for people that you see on TV, people landing short in the blue. If you think I'll too hard, then you're always going to have these.
Yeah. I can't believe I've just turned down advice from Stephen Hendry. But no.
Sorry, I put you off the shot you wanted to play. Put doubt. Oh, so with the European Championships coming up, you'll be hoping to get in the team for that?
Yeah. So I'd been out the squad for like a couple of years actually.
Right.
From when I first went in, kind of thing, and then got back in for the World Cup in Qatar in 22.
Right.
And I've been in since, kind of thing. My form's been pretty good. Got a good relationship with the manager and the lads. And
there's a lot of competition in your position. There seems to be a lot of players vying for your type of position.
Not many good ones, just Bellingham and that.
I mean, he's unbelievable, right?
He's ridiculous, yeah. So good. He's a great lad as well, Jude.
Yeah.
I absolutely love him. He's like a proper top boy.
Right.
Great, like for such a young kid, his like mentality is that of like a.
Well, I remember the World Cup when Harry Kane missed that penalty. He was the first one to him.
Consoling him.
Yeah. Which for like, was he 19 at the time or 18? It was like incredible.
Yeah. He's just got a mentality of, and he loves footy.
Right.
You just know someone loves football. And like that's why me and him get on so well, and we just sit and we can talk football, and he's just obsessed with the game, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
You know, like I can relate to it. Like, and he's a top player, and I love training with him, and it's.
To be fair, sometimes like when I don't sort of socialise with Ronnie. I don't obviously doesn't live near me, and he doesn't really socialise anyway with players and stuff. But if I'm doing exhibitions or spending any time, we do talk quite a lot of snooker, like technical stuff, and it's quite cool to talk to someone about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and that's the stuff I love, like from your channel and what I pick up from you talking with the other players. Good shot. Is the detail of the game, and I'm like, I've got quite an addictive personality, you know, like so whether it's golf or snooker, like once I'm in, I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? I got a bit of snooker bug, and I needed to get a table, you know. Look at that.
Oh, that's a bad shot. If I was in commentary with top players, I'd be slagging them off for that one. That's bad, but I'm lucky because I've still got a red.
How do you feel like you are as a commentator? Do you feel like you're quite harsh, or do you think you're all right? Or?
I got some of them I think I was harsher when I started, probably. I still like to say what I see. You know, if they play a shot, I want to say that was a shot. Or it was a great shot, I'll say it's a great shot. But Joe Perry called me a pantomime villain. And so did Ali Carter recently as well. It's like...
But it's like, what else have you got to do but just say what you see?
Yeah, and that's what we want to hear. God. That's what we want to hear as neutrals.
That's the old John Paris power shot. Honestly, with this cue, there's so much more power with this cue.
It's a table.
The last one. But yeah, Williams gives me stick. He says you're too harsh. He says you forget how difficult the game is. I says I know how difficult the game is. I says, but as I say, I get paid.
You made it look easy though, didn't you?
I get paid to say comment on what I've seen and
see from when you played to now. Like you're talking about the cue and that and the table. Are they like different? Like is the speed of the table a lot quicker now? Like because if you look at footy, like even over the last however long, good shot.
Yeah, there was fast tables back in the day, but not like they are. The cloths are different. You cannot side affects the cue ball so much now on these cloths. The slightest bit of unwanted side, the cue ball's all over the place. So I'm getting caught out as well qualifying because I'm going to these tables I'm not playing on, and they're so difficult to.
No, I know. When I came to the Crucible, I had a little hit on the practice tables and stuff, and I was
so
just
fast.
Honestly ridiculous. Like how you can control.
But it's the same in football, right? You watch football from the 70s, they're playing on muddy pitches and stuff, and now they're absolutely perfect.
I know. Sometimes I catch myself. Like the other day, I had a little moan about it. There was one little tiny bobble in training. I'm thinking, you just remember where you come from, James. You know, like.
I think you can just play this.
A little bit more, didn't it? Needed a little bit more.
Well, you must watch some of them old videos of football and thinking like, Because for someone like yourself, playing on a bumpy pitch and everything would be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
And like if you ever get like these days, pitches like in the Premier League are just like, they're ridiculous. And if you ever get like a lower draw in the FA Cup and you have to go to like a League 2 club, so you quickly get like brought back down to earth.
Yeah. Because I can imagine like the slightest bobble can make you just look stupid, can't it?
Yeah, and like it just makes it more difficult. You know what I mean? It's like I watched yesterday. Man United played Newport, didn't they? In the FA Cup, and like you just forget. Like and that's the beauty, and that's where it came from. I came through at Coventry in League One, so like you just kind of like I don't know. You get a bit caught up in the Premier League and how good it is and stuff, and you find, like I said, moaning about like a little tiny thing on the training pitch, and really it's perfect.
The players now, I mean, as I say, the tables are just beautiful now, and they used to be change a bit from tournament to tournament. They wasn't consistent, but now pretty much consistently the tables are always
perfect. They look immaculate.
But as soon as anything goes wrong, the players are so, oh my god, you know. I mean,
I bet Judd's like any.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is that like Ronnie will still use the old chalk, which gets kicks and bounces in the cushion. I don't know why he wouldn't use a new one. It was just stubbornness, I don't know. But all the other players use the new chalk, which I mean, you would never get any marks on the table. You watch the old snooker matches from the 80s, it'd be like chalk marks everywhere. You get kicks all the time.
Yeah, I love watching Judd at the minute though.
He just plays shots that no one else can play.
I know. I absolutely love it when he's wrapped a frame up.
Yeah.
And I just know something crazy's coming. You know what I mean? Salby I like as well. I like Salby just because he's
an absolute. He's like he doesn't.
Granite, isn't he? That's what you say, isn't it, in the commentary?
I mean, he's someone that I would hate to have played. I mean, I played him a few times, obviously when I was still playing, but the game that he plays is just I would really struggle. And he doesn't get the credit that he deserves.
Yeah.
Because he's an unbelievable snooker player.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
But because obviously he's in the era with the likes of Judd and Ronnie and but he used to have that flair a bit, and he's kind of sort of reined it in a little bit.
Yeah, because like these days
he's won the titles because of it.
As like a watcher, like a neutral, I kind of, especially like the way commentators and pundits talk about him, I just think he's like solid. You know, like I would never think of him like that purely just because of like. He gets called granite and solid a lot, doesn't he? Like, you know, he's tough to play. Lads don't like playing him. And
it's what you would call, I don't know, tournament winning snooker, but he knows all the shots that everyone knows, and he's got as much flair if he wants to do, but as I say, kind of reins it in a bit. So here's this red you should have potted earlier. See, no problem. Good shot. That was a good stroke. Ooh. What's your golf handicap?
Because I've had the injury, I haven't actually played in a while, but it was about, like, I'm honest, I'm not a JT. It was about, I think it was like 9.8 on the thingy. You love your golf, don't you? I've heard you say that numerous times.
I'm obsessed by golf.
It is addicting though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I really am. Are you allowed to play golf?
Yeah, we're allowed. Like, it's just...
Hurricane's really good as well.
Yeah, he's my partner, to be fair. Whenever we go away with England and we get an afternoon free, we'll go and play. There's a good few of us who play it in England, in the England squad, yeah. Normally me and H. Kane versus Maguire and Pickford. We've had a couple of good games, actually. Right. And in pre-season, obviously, Harry hadn't gone to Bayern yet, so we had a...
Oh, so he was still there when you were signing?
Yeah.
Right,
it was it was one of them. Like,
you thought, I'm going to be providing him with all these
a little bit, yeah. But no, I wasn't naive enough to think that he might not leave. Like, we kind of had a little chat in the summer in the England camp because he kind of said, like, you're going to come to Spurs kind of thing.
Right. I got away with that one. Yeah, go on.
You don't have to do that.
Put some balls.
I'll take it though, I need it, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, I was desperate to play with him, you know, like, because he's a top player, I played with him in England, but obviously it was time for him to move on, and that's absolutely fine.
Have you been on the golf life with Bullard yet?
I haven't yet. He's been trying to get me on for a while.
Has he?
But
because he's been on this as well, and he's not. But He was upset because people said he said he'd done century breaks, and then I think a couple of people commented that there's no way he had.
I'd beat him. You can have that as a challenge if you want, Jimmy. But I watched it and thought the exact same.
I need to get some double snooker games on here.
Take Q-tips to the next level. Get some games.
I failed to touch the brown.
It's all right, go on, carry on. I like Mark Williams as well. Yeah. Because he's got a bit of character in him.
Yeah, he is.
I like seeing that, like as a watcher on.
Yeah, well, he's probably my
Best mate that I had when I was playing.
Still
got one. We play a lot of golf. He's another bandit.
Who is your best friend, like in the circuit, in the snooker world?
It probably is Mark. But I get on with obviously all the guys I work with on TV and stuff. I mean, like Steve and Steve and I, when we were competing, never used to speak to each other at all.
Yeah, he was quite known for that, wasn't he, Steve Davis?
He used to walk by him at a venue, he wouldn't even look at you.
Yeah.
And I sort of learnt that as well, because as I say, Ronnie's the same. He doesn't really mix, and it's like, especially in individual sport, you want to keep yourself a bit aloof, a bit away from the competition. I mean, do you speak in the tunnel to the opposite team before you go out?
No, I wouldn't speak to them.
Because Selby does that. He talks to his opponents, and I'm like, because Roy Keane screams about it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And I'm the same as Snooker. I said, what are they doing? They're chatting. What are they doing?
Yeah, if you see clips of Roy Keane in the tunnel in the past, it's not quite like that these days. If I know someone or I'm good friends with someone, I'll maybe give them a handshake before in the tunnel, but I'll never stop and have a conversation. I'm in game mode at that point.
Yeah. It's not in.
Oh, look at that. Run of the ball. He's had it for years.
One of the quote Willie Thorne once said used to accuse Steve Davis in the 80s of getting all the luck. He said, "Why are you all so lucky?" And Steve used to say, "Well, I play more frames, Willie, so I'm going to get more flukes."
At the table more. Yeah. People say that, don't they? About like I've heard good shot. People say that about you as well, about like how you had that kind of element as well.
Yeah, well, Parrot's always moaning. He said, "Oh, the luck you used to get," but you say, "Well, you play more matches, you're going to get more flukes."
Steve Davis now, I obviously don't know Steve, but he's still a little bit cold now. Like when I've met him a couple of times, I've heard he was like that. I don't mind. I love that he was like that as a player.
Let's see how big these pockets are. Yeah, pretty tight. It was never in.
Well played.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. That was fun.
Cheers.